2 steps to better search results. Searching is something we do constantly. It's really amazing how often the knee-jerk reaction to answering a question or solving a problem or just looking for just about anything on the internet involves visiting a search engine or at least invoking one through your browser's address bar. It's interesting because we actually search so poorly. The words we use to search generally aren't a very good reflection of exactly what it is we're looking for. And it's such an important skill. It's one of those things that I think we could all benefit from improving in. 2 steps to better search results. Searching is an art of sorts. I'll share 2 common mistakes searchers make and my 2-step approach to better search results. I'm Leo Notenboom. This is AskLeo.com. As I mentioned in a previous article, people are often confused as to what is and is not searching. But even when they know they're searching, they often give up in frustration when they don't find what they want. Searching effectively is the key to unlocking the vast amount of information available to us on the internet. Unfortunately, searching well is a bit of a mystical art. While advanced stuff you can do with most search engines like Google or Bing or others is pretty impressive, you don't need to be a search engine jockey to get better search results. I want to share the 2 mistakes I see people making most often. I'll also share a 2-step approach to getting better search results that I'm convinced will get you what you're looking for well over 80% of the time. Assuming what you're looking for exists, of course. Mistake number 1, starting too specific. What I often see in the search logs for Ask Leo are questions that are almost complete sentences. For example, help, I can't get my computer I just bought from an Action, says need administrator password, I don't know it, what can I do to get on my computer? Forget the grammatical and spelling errors for a moment, also very common. Putting a lengthy phrase or entire sentence into a search engine is a recipe for failure in most cases. That's simply not how search engines work. Now, to be fair, search engines are getting better at distilling questions into what the questioner means as opposed to exactly what he or she typed. But the fact is, computers are still better at finding and matching words and phrases than they are at trying to figure out what a sentence, particularly one full of grammatical and spelling errors, means. Mistake number 2, giving up too soon. After performing a search, if the answer isn't obvious on the first page of 10 results, many people just walk away. Can't find it, they say. This is particularly frustrating since it's not uncommon for that initial search to be very, very close to the desired result. The fact it isn't immediately obvious isn't an indication that the answer isn't there. It's an indication that you need to dig deeper. And there's often much to dig into. Bonus mistake. Confusing ads with search results. Many search engines display ads on search results pages. Many people don't realize that. They just click on whatever's at the top of the page thinking that's the first result from the search when in fact someone paid money for it to appear there. The actual search results appear somewhat further down the page. How far down? That depends on how many ads are present. Sometimes there are no ads, and sometimes there are more ads on a search results page than there are actual search results. With so much of the internet supported by advertising, including Ask Leo, it's critical to learn to recognize advertisements and not confuse them with actual content, like articles and search results. Step number 1, start broad. When you're looking for information on the internet, start simple. Use only a couple of words or a very short phrase that distills what you're looking for down to its essence. To use our lengthy, tortured English example of the individual who's won a computer at auction and doesn't have the administrator password to log in, I'd start with a very simple search, administrator password. Yes, there could be hundreds of search results on that theme, but it's best to cast a wide net to start. In fact, because that's such a common scenario and a popular article, the answer to our searcher's query happens to be the very first search results when you search Ask Leo for administrator password. In fact, if you just search Google for those two words, the results will show link after link to articles dealing with lost administrator passwords, including that same article here on Ask Leo. There was simply no reason to type that entire lengthy question into a search box when two words would do. Yes, they had to be the right two words, but they were two words that represented the essence of the question. A question, it turns out, that many people have. Step number 2, refine. The reason many people don't start broad is that they believe the terms are too generic and not a good match for their actual query. As we've just seen, that's not necessarily the case. Sometimes the basic terms will get you just what you need, and sometimes not. That's when it's time to refine your search. Add a word or two that makes your search a little more specific. Don't fall back to the entire sentence, just a couple of terms that give the search engine a little more information about what you're looking for. Google often makes suggestions. Administrator password Windows 8. If the search results you get don't seem to apply to your situation, an additional word or two, like Windows 8 added to our administrator password question, can help zero in on what you're looking for. If those results are off target, then perhaps a couple of more words, or more realistically, a couple of different words can help. The key here is to look carefully at the results you're getting and think about what words you can add or replace to give the search engine a better clue as to what you're looking for, without being so specific that valuable results are excluded because they don't include those exact words. For example, adding the word lost to administrator password might exclude articles that don't include that word. Trying other words, like, for example, forgot, might increase the odds of finding what you're looking for. It's a balancing act. Use just enough words to tell the search engine what you want, but not so many words as to cause potentially valuable results to not show up. Give it a few tries. The key, which is what I see people doing in frustration, is not to give up too quickly. Much like aiming a gun, pointing the search engines at what you're looking for takes practice. As you find what works and what doesn't, your aim will get better and your searches more productive. It's true, sometimes what you're looking for doesn't exist, but practice refining your aim a few times before giving up. For links related to this article or to leave a comment, visit askleo.com/16909. I'm Leo Notenboom. This is AskLeo.com. Thanks for watching.